So hello everybody, this is Christy Whitman with the Quantum Success Show, where you can get your information and inspiration to create your desires. And I'm so excited because I have a friend, as you can see. This is Nick Ortner. So say hi, Nick.
Hello everyone. Thanks for having me on, Christy.
Oh, I'm so excited. Just to give you an idea of who Nick is, Nick actually is someone that I've been very familiar with for many years, and I've actually introduced to all of you, who I like to consider my family, through the Tapping Summit. And I know for many years now I've been promoting the Tapping Summit because I really truly believe in it. And what I love about Nick and his whole entire team, which I love how it's a family unit and how you guys really are a family with your company, is that you always put out such really top-notch stuff. So like every summit you've ever done has just been such high quality, great experts, great information. So it's always been a pleasure to introduce you to my community. And I know you have a new book that came out in 2013 that was published from Hay House. You're a New York Times bestselling author. Congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
So, you know, I like to introduce the family to people like yourself that have really created such amazing success. Like I said, I was introduced to you years ago when we started partnering together. You promote the Quantum Success Coaching Academy. I promote the, Tapping Summit because we believe in what each other is doing. And, me being all about universal laws and law of attraction, it's like, tapping is such an important part of that because I'm constantly getting people write in, okay, I've got a show idea for you. I'd like you to talk about changing limiting beliefs. And so it's been awesome to see what you've created, not only of service, but to see what you yourself have created for your own personal success. So I'd love for you to talk about, your own success and how tapping has really, been really a contributing factor in that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Well, I discovered tapping for myself personally about a decade ago, and in the beginning it was really just a tool that I was using. I certainly thought it was strange at first, and people are new to it. We call it tapping because we're literally tapping on endpoints of meridians of our body while focusing on limiting beliefs, on challenges, on what's in our way. And, the latest research is showing that when we tap on these endpoints of meridians, we actually send a calming signal to the amygdala in the brain. We basically rewire our response. That's why 1 second we can have this big, overwhelming, limiting belief that says, I can't do this, it's too much. Who am I? I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough. And next thing we know, we can switch it around, and it's borderline magical as to how quickly it changes. And, and I felt that happen in my life. I started using it personally for friends and family. The running joke at the beginning was, don't say anything is wrong around Nick, because make you tap on it.
He's going to start tapping you.
Better now. Now people want me to tap with them. I'm like, oh, again, just read the book.
That's great.
And I just started using it with friends and family, and then eventually clients, and then I had this inspiration to make a documentary film about it. And it really was an inspiration. No filmmaking experience, no background in filmmaking. Money was credit cards and credit lines. It was really just a bootstrap project. And throughout the project, from getting the initial inspiration to everything that came afterwards, I used the tapping along the way. Certainly when you make a movie that you've never made a movie before and you're short on cash, you're going to have some limiting beliefs come up, and you're going to have points where you can frankly say, I can't do this, or I'm giving up, or I don't have the energy, or you're going to make poor decisions because you're so stressed out about what's going on that you're not thinking clearly and getting the message across clearly. And that's really, that stress component is such a big part of all the work we do, and really all aspects of our lives. If you're out there, you're coaching clients, you're trying to grow your business, you're trying to, reach the world with your message. If you are stressed out, it's just not going to happen. And it's going to happen more slowly. You're going to have starts and stops. So when we can relax, when we can let go of the previous traumas and limiting beliefs, when we can let go of the things that say to us, oh, I should have done this and I should have done that, and all these things that are running through our minds, that's when the inspiration comes. So I use it for myself to make the movie, put out the film. The film has sold over 100,000 copies just through our website, just from distribution on the website and reaching the people out there. The Tapping World Summit, over 500,000 people, probably closer to 1 million now have attended. This is going to be the 6th annual Tapping World Summit. And I think it's been a mix of, obviously my personal experience and journey and just staying clear with that. And then my commitment in part through the tapping to just put the best quality content out there, and I know, Christy, that's big for you, and you talk about that a lot. And I think it's something that sadly a lot of people miss,
Yes.
how important it is to really deliver value. I mean, it sounds kind of silly and obvious, but I've seen a lot of sort of copycats on the Tapping World Summit model because it's done so well, both in reaching people and financially. And when I tune into them, I have no problem. I copy people. It's great to get ideas. But when I tune in and listen, I say, you followed all the other steps, but you forgot to provide great content,
Yeah.
You forgot to actually think, what is it that people need to learn and want to learn? And we've kept our summits, the summit runs free over a 10-day period, and there's nothing but content. I mean, it is a pure, during the interview, we don't mention anything about, well, you can learn more, if you buy this, then you'll really get the insights. We say to our speakers, give us everything you've got in these 45 minutes. Give us everything you've got in this hour. And I feel that it's that, you talked about law of attraction, reciprocity, just giving. And when we just put out all this great content, the financial side just takes care of itself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, two things I wanted to touch on is that you were talking about stress, and, it's so important because when we're so stressed out and we're on the journey of manifesting something, there's the end manifestation, but it's like every single moment is a manifestation. And if you're feeling that stress and that like this is so not fun and it's frustrating and that in itself is a manifestation, and it's also going to be an indication of what the actual final ta-da is going to be. So I love that you're talking about that, and because it's like the journey needs to be easy, it needs to be fun, it needs to be full of joy and enjoyment instead of this stress. And so I love that you can actually tap on that. So if they're feeling that sort of stress, like how would they dig in and find out what's actually stressing them? What would they tap on?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of different ways to approach it. I mean, you can always tap on just what you're feeling, so whatever's most present for you. I'm angry, I'm overwhelmed. You can do general tapping on even though I'm stressed, and you'll find that just going through the tapping points, your body relaxes. The more specific you can get, the more you can dig down. And often what happens is I say, first just tap to sort of calm yourself down a little bit, get a little clarity, right? Oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. Just do a little tapping. Then when that calm sets in a little more, now the insights start coming in and go, I'm actually really stressed about this,
Yeah.
And even more specifically, I could say, I'm writing my next book, and I could think about it and go, whoa, it's a big project, I'm stressed about it, and then I tap a little bit on it, and I get more clarity, and I say, actually, what I'm most concerned about is this aspect. I haven't done this thing, and I feel like I'm behind on it. So let me tap on that, or let me take action. A lot of times what the tapping does is you get clarity and say, this thing was a big jumbled mess in my brain, right? So let's say stress about writing the book. And now I tapped, I have clarity, and I know that the reason I'm stressed is because I haven't taken this one action that if I went and did it, I would clear out the stress. So now you go, great, we got clarity, and now we can take the action. And I think that, that fits in really well with, again, concepts of law of attraction, that it's not just about how we feel and what we are experiencing, but what we do. But what we do comes as a result of what we're feeling and the clarity that we have,
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I wanted to ask you, could you run through the points really quick? Because I know there's some people that are familiar and other people that aren't.
Absolutely. So we'll do a really quick exercise. So 3 basic steps. 1, pick what you want to tap on, right? What's your target? So you could say, if you're experiencing physical pain, if you've got some soreness, some muscle aches, you can focus on that. It works really well on pain. If you're stressed and overwhelmed, try to pick one thing. So I mentioned the book, but get even more specific. Oh, what could it be about it? An upcoming project, finances, and just, you want to try to get as specific as possible with your target, okay? Mm-hmm. So we have the target, and give it a number on a 0 to 10 scale in terms of intensity, 10 being the most intense. So you tune into your stress, you say, oh my gosh, it's an 8, I'm totally overwhelmed, right? So we have the target, we have the number, and then we'll tap on it, okay? And we can all tap together, you can follow along. I'll use very general language because I don't know what everyone's working on.
Sure.
If you're doing it on your own, you would use your language. But for now, you follow along, and you'll find that just as long as you have the intention to tap on something, you'll see that you can even talk about something else, and it'll clear.
Awesome. Okay.
Right. So we start by tapping on the side of the hand. It's called the karate chop point. Whatever feels comfortable, one hand on the other, and just repeat after me. Even though I have this stress in my body.
Even though I have this stress in my body.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I'm going to do that 2 more times. Even though I have all this stress I'm feeling.
Even though I'm having all this stress I'm feeling.
I choose to relax now.
I choose to relax now.
Even though I'm feeling so much stress and anxiety.
Even though I'm feeling so much stress and anxiety.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply love and completely love and accept myself.
So now we tap through the points. The first point's the eyebrow point, inside of the eyebrow, right where the hair ends and it meets the nose. You can do one hand, the other hand, or both hands. The meridians run down both sides of the body. And just repeat this stress.
This stress.
Now side of the eye, it's not at the temple, right next to the eye, right on the bone. This stress.
This stress.
Under the eye, this stressful issue.
This stressful issue.
Under the nose, this thing that's going on.
This thing that's going on.
Under the mouth, it's bothering me.
And it's bothering me.
Collarbone, and I can't seem to let it go.
And I can't seem to let it go.
Under the arm, 3 inches underneath the armpit, right on the bra line for women. This stressful issue.
This stressful issue.
Top of the head, this stressful issue.
This stressful issue.
You take a deep breath. And that's one super quick, that's just one round. You know, normally you do longer, you do a couple of rounds in a row, you check in and say, okay, what shifted? We're always just looking for a shift, all right? That you check back in after that round, you say, okay, it was an 8, now it's a 7. You know, the stress just eased up a little bit in a minute. And we keep going through the tapping process, both identifying the shifts and then seeing what else comes up, what other insights, ideas, and memories.
Okay. So just to be really clear, when you're saying this stressful issue, do you actually say like this, you know, meeting with my mother-in-law, you know, like,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
so.
Literally the simplest way to tap is to be talking to your friend on the phone and how you're griping about everything that's driving you crazy and stressing you out, and you're tapping right there, right? Tapping, talking. And, you know, a lot of people often ask, well, what are we doing focusing on the negative, right? That we're trying to be positive here.
Right.
And what we're doing is we're only focusing on it for a short period of time. And I also like to, instead of calling it the negative, I like to call it the truth. Because when you're angry, when you're frustrated, when you're stressed, that's how you feel.
Absolutely.
And if you just do the positive thinking while forcing down the negative thoughts, it's not going to work.
Absolutely.
Right? We want to experience in our body, let it go, and then we can do positive affirmations with the tapping.
Awesome. 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 Well, thank you so much. I love how you gave so much information, talk about giving value. It's no wonder you have the amazing success that you've had. I just hope it multiplies and divides and multiplies even more for you. It's really amazing what you're doing to help people, and I'm so honored that you are on the show and really appreciate you being here, Nick.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much.